At 5, a Cheektowaga high school teacher accused of interfering with a murder investigation is getting her job back. The case surrounds phone conversations with a former student. We brought you the shocking jailhouse phone tapes back in November.
Police say one of the phone calls revealed a potential witness to a fatal shooting. Here's part of the recording.
I snitched on you.
Where?
That's what the kid said here. The police told me not to have contact with you, though. So I didn't put my name on it. What?
Why they said you can't have contact with me?
I don't know.
Now, those conversations were with this young man, Dontre Jones. He's a convicted killer who, at the time, was in the Erie County Holding Center awaiting trial. News 4's Rich Newberg has new details we obtained through the Freedom of Information law.
The student's life was put at risk.
Cheektowaga Police Chief David Zach was the first to raise red flags after Dontre Jones had learned from a Cheektowaga high school teacher which student had allegedly snitched on him regarding the fatal shooting of 19-year-old Ira Watkins Jr. at Cheektowaga Town Park in May of 2011. Jones was later convicted. Here is part of that jailhouse phone conversation between Jones and teacher Sharon Campbell.
Snitched on you.
Where?
That's what the kid said here.
We believed, anyway, that Dontre Jones was being glorified in the classrooms at Cheektowaga Central. But definitely the main issue was referring to a student as a snitch and identifying that student to a killer.
While a hearing officer said the teacher's remarks potentially endangered that student's life, he noted no criminal charges had ever been filed. In reinstating Sharon Campbell to the classroom, hearing officer Robert Rabin said she is a very gifted and accomplished teacher with 15 years of experience. Rabin noted that the teacher had testified she was nervous while taking this call, and the hearing officer was convinced this was a spur-of-the-moment remark blurted out without thinking about the possible consequences.
Whether termination was warranted or not, I'm not one to say, but it comes off to me as more of a slap on the wrist for the conduct that was displayed.
But Chief Zach did say the teacher's track record for her entire career should be considered when it comes to any disciplinary action. I'll have the school district's response coming up at 6.
Rich, do we have any idea, well, no criminal charges were ever filed against the teacher?
Don, at least in the hearing officer's findings, which we obtained through Freedom of Information, it was noted that it would have been difficult to prove that the teacher willfully gave the name of a potential witness. It was just blurted out, and that fell short of a criminal act.
All right, thank you, Rich.